Okay, this is a video on how to look up your transaction compensation statement on your Brokermint account, which is now technically called Bold Trail, but it still shows up as Brokermint, and that's how we know it. So first thing is that you need to access your Brokermint account. You're going to find your Brokermint account by going to my.brokermint.com. You're going to enter in your email address. If you know what your password is, great, log on in. If you don't, hit the lost password key. You're going to get an email sending you a password reset. Okay, very good. Now, once you've logged into your Brokermint account, you're going to land on the dashboard here. First thing you're going to notice is you have a goal tracking device here, which is kind of neat. This is the broker split since your last anniversary date. And it's got your goal, which is, in this case, this is a test account. So test user, I just popped in 20,000. Your goal is your cap, right? So you're going to keep track of how close you are to hitting your cap, which is pretty cool. Now, there's a couple of things I can do. I can see right here, recent transactions. So I can go to that transaction. I can look at my pipeline, which is going to show my actives and my pendings and my closed. And I can see here my pending and there's a transaction. Or I can just simply go to transactions and all of my transactions will show up right here. And I can access anything I want out of that transaction. Okay. So in this case, this is just a fake transaction that I put in for the sake of this video. So I click on it and I get all the details of the transaction. The transaction address, acceptance dates, who I'm representing, the gross compensation, the office that I'm at, all this good stuff. Now, this is all fake, so it's not quite as dialed in as it normally would be, all the contacts, etc. Everything I need, including checklists, which would be if I'm turning in documents, then I can see what I still need to turn in and what has been accepted, and even what has been looked over by Miss Knox. But I don't have any paperwork to turn in yet because it's a fake transaction. But if I did, I could also look under documents and I could see what documents were turned in and offers, right? So I'm turning in offers to make sure that everything's being recorded. And I can also look up users and contacts. So if I want to find out the title and escrow or the buyer's name and the seller's name, etc. Okay. But what I want to do is I want to see what my compensation is. So I'm going to click on commissions, and this screen is a little bit kind of complicated, but we'll break it down. So the first thing at top is, this is the total compensation paid to the company. So it's going to be 24,000, which is 3% of 800,000. Now we'll see here, test user, that's me, and I'm under the buy side because I'm representing the buyer. So the listing side, we're not going to enter anything there because we're not collecting anything. But here we are, we're getting 3% on the buy side, and this is test user. So pretend like it said Jason Fox. Okay, fine. Well, I will click on my name and I can see a breakdown of all the different fees and the split that I will be paying and what it's going to, etc. Okay, so I can see the total compensation was 24,000 in this case. There's some E&O and L&I insurance and B&O, all the different alphabet fees there. And then the corporate fee, the transaction fee, my split, which in this case is a 70-30 split. And here is my net commission, which would be $14,491.34. And then $95.08 goes to the company to pay out all those fees and the split. Okay. But if I would like to see the statement, I can do that by clicking the statement right here and then generate. Okay. So here is the compensation statement. So you can see here, net payout, here's all the fees, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I would like to have this in a downloadable form, I can either download it as a PDF and save it to my desktop, or I can send it to my email. And in order to do that, I would just type in my name. In this case, it's test user, and click email, and boom, that form, that statement will go to my email address. Okay. Or I can just be satisfied with looking at it here on the screen because I can always come back and access this anytime I want. We will save this for the entirety of our time together. So you can always come back and look at transactions and look at the compensation, different documents, different users, whatever it is. And that is how to access your compensation for your transaction in Brokermint, also known as Bold Trails. Thanks, guys.